Hi, Carolyn Stevens. In a lift recently, I overheard a leader respond to the "How are you?" question by saying, "Oh, not bad. I am concerned about how we're travelling. My team seems to be really sluggish." The leader was then asked, "Sluggish? How come?" He said, "My team's just not motivated. They bitch about one another and they're not putting in the effort that they used to put in 6 months ago when I took on the leadership role." Because the leader had an obviously gloomy, downhearted beat about him, I began to wonder, is it just coincidence, or did his team's sluggishness actually arise from his outlook and behaviours? Guess what I concluded? You as a leader have more of an impact on your team members' morale and therefore performance than anything else within your four walls. It's therefore critical that your impact is positive. Whenever you feel down or dispirited, there will be consequences. If you're uneasy because business isn't booming, or if you're feeling perturbed about a peer interaction, or if you're feeling anxious because your boss has just dragged you over the coals about something, you absolutely can't afford to let that impact your demeanour. Now, I can hear some of you saying, "So I have to be a Pollyanna and pretend to be in a good mood all of the time, even when I'm not?" Nope, that's definitely not what I'm saying. Authenticity is absolutely essential. Not being genuine about your emotional state is worse than being down and dark. But here's the really important bit. It's crucial that you remember that things don't have meanings in themselves. We give things meaning. For example, if your boss has just dragged you across the coals about something you did, you could make it mean that you're doomed in his mind forever now and that you're not okay. Or you could make it mean that he thinks enough of you to be candid with you about his reaction to what you did and that you've learnt from the mistake and are now ripe for bigger challenges. You can decide to be constructive or fatalistic. You can decide to be resilient or delicate. You can decide to be calm or nervous. You can decide to be courageous or fearful. You can decide to be enthusiastic or switched off. You can decide to be optimistic or pessimistic. And you can decide to be solution-focused or problem-oriented. The first interpretation of the circumstance won't serve you. The second interpretation of the very same circumstance will serve you. And you're in complete control of which interpretation you select. Consider which of these psychological states people want to be around, and which generate respect from others, and which give you the energy to produce good outcomes, and which have the best impact on your team members. Constructive thoughts not only feel a lot better than fatalistic ruminations, they look a lot better from the outside too. You've heard it said, when a leader sneezes, their team members catch a cold. As a leader, just as you manage your KPIs, it's your responsibility to manage your demeanour. It'll pretty much determine your team's demeanour. And yes, I know habits don't change overnight. What would it take for you to choose, for example, thinking constructively over ruminating fatalistically? Are you up for modelling the demeanour that will have your team feeling motivated, optimistic and enthusiastic? When you have a thoroughly constructive impact on your team, team morale and discretionary effort will be favourably impacted. Are you up for it? Be happy and keep smiling.
Personality traits. Qualified. Qualified means that you have the necessary skills to do something like a job. Employers look for qualified people to fill open positions. Lazy. Lazy means that you are not hardworking. People who are lazy just sit around. They are not active. Punctual. Punctual people are always on time. They are not late. Employers want their employees to be punctual. Teachers also expect their students to be punctual. Indecisive. Indecisive people don't like to make decisions. Indecisive people don't make decisions effectively or quickly. They have a hard time making choices. Organized. Organized people like to have their things in order. They arrange things so that they can complete tasks efficiently. It is easier to work or study if your desk is organized. Hardworking. A hardworking person is someone who works hard. Hardworking people are diligent and are committed to completing tasks and projects. Creative. Creative people are imaginative. They think of new ideas and new ways to do things. Responsible. Responsible people make good decisions. They are reliable and dependable. Ambitious. Ambitious people want to succeed. They have goals and work hard to achieve them. Honest. Honest people do the right thing. They tell the truth and do what is right. Reliable. People who are reliable are trustworthy and dependable. They are people that you can count on to get things done. Kind. People who are kind are nice. They are friendly and like to help other people. The end.